Hello, my friends. It's Jennifer McCollum with the Parent Coach Club, and I am here today with the beautiful Aparna Venkataraman. Hello, Aparna.
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for having me today.
Oh my gosh, I'm completely honored. So for those of you that have never met Aparna, you are in for a treat. You are in for a joyful, relaxing treat. So sit back, get comfortable in your seat. Aparna is going to walk us through what it means to breathe. And she's going to take us through some breath work techniques. Now, I know we hear a lot about mindfulness and we hear a lot about guided meditations, but Aparna is going to describe to us what the difference between meditations and mindfulness and breath work is. Aparna is a parent coach. Let me get this all right because she does so many wonderful things. But she's a parent coach. She is a meditation teacher. She's done some guided meditations with me in my group, and it's been beautiful. Let me tell you, she is an expert in meditation. She's a motivational speaker and a global wellness advocate with DoTerra Essential Oils. So I just can't wait to hear all the goodness that you have. I know that in a whole, your expertise is really self-care, and I'm already feeling much lighter, just even seeing you. So thank you for that. So let's get right into it. What did I miss, Aparna, about telling everyone about who you are and what you do?
So thank you so much for that introduction, Jennifer. I really am honored to be here and to have you as a guide in my life as well, with some other lovely parent coaches as well. And so self-care is my area of expertise with families because it's important for me to help them to feel a lot of flow and joy and ease in their lives. And through practicing what I preach and what I teach, I practice this on my own with creating and building upon my own mindfulness practice, which is a nice umbrella for meditation, guided meditation, especially with visualizations that are fun and light and easy to remember and come back to. And also breath work, which we'll be talking about today, which are really short, effective breathing exercises that help you to self-regulate and to take time to pause, whether you're needing more mental focus in your day, you have that mid-afternoon slump, whether you're needing to sleep well at night, which we all could use more of to recharge, or whether you're needing a sense of concentration, you've got some headaches, you've got a lot going on in your mind, you've got a lot of negative thoughts happening. So it's really fun for me to take breath work, which is traditionally seen, excuse me, by the way, as a lot of deep breathing where you are relieving a lot of trauma and stress in the body. That's the traditional form of breath work, which many practitioners use. And I love taking that and incorporating it into new ways that it can be accessible for families. And that they can also have the fun experience of using essential oils, which I'll share more about today, whether you use doTerra or another brand or have just tried one in your life, but ways that you can really pause and pivot and shift your mood and your intentions and what you're needing, and just taking that time to be mindful of your own needs as a parent and help your child and your family members to do so as well. So I'm honored to be here and to share that with you today.
That is so wonderful. And, you know, I find myself a lot saying to the kids, like, just breathe. Okay. Do we need to just pause for a moment? We need to take a breath, when really it's me, it's myself that needs to breathe. And I'm not even sure really if I'm doing it right. And I know that the times that I've experienced, you know, the meditation and the breathing with you, that it's different. And I think the more that we do it, it's probably like a habit, right? You got to just keep doing it.
Definitely becomes a habit. I definitely have times where I forget to breathe, and that's probably because I'm in my head a lot or a lot's going on. And so I have to tell myself, you know, just putting my hand on my heart, you know, just take a deep breath. And it's just, you know, taking that time to allow myself to stay connected and build this connection to myself and my body. When we are settled into our body, when we're feeling a sense of comfort and ease, then we feel recharged. Our day feels much better. We're able to sleep more at night and sleep deeper and have that quality of sleep, and obviously have that mental focus and concentration and creativity that we need. And so when we're solid and secure within ourselves, with whatever's going on around us, with our family, with our work, school, anything, we are able to not react as much to any of the stress or negativity of that. We're able to actually take it in and sometimes let it go, like a cloud, or like a leaf, like a leaf in the wind too. And so having those kinds of visualizations and those kinds of awareness and thoughts is really powerful to practice and to just enjoy. I want parents to be able to enjoy mindfulness and meditation, and, you know, obviously get their value and their money's worth and their time's worth, but to know that they can come away from a session, come away from a consultation time spent with me and or this video, and use these tools and be able to know, hey, I can practice being mindful, and it doesn't have to take up so much time in my day. I don't have to leave my house, right? I don't have to, you know, fully schedule it in or something like that. And to know that it's just a really beautiful part of my life now too. And it feels good to me.
That's wonderful. And I find that too, like it does feel really good when I do it. I know I'm not doing it right yet. You're going to show us how to do that today. But what's the science behind breathing deep and being able to like do this breath work to the best way? Like what's happening in our bodies when
it's so fascinating to me, studying the science of our mind-body connection and our breathing. And so when we're taking the time to breathe deeply, and I want to say, by the way, breathing deeply is a really beautiful practice that we can have right now in this time of the pandemic, where we're all at home and we're all not able to go out as much too, and we're feeling all kinds of emotions from day to day. So a lot of our emotions get trapped in our lungs. They stick in our lungs, and they can, in some sense, weigh us down. And so with the science of breath work, we are increasing our lung capacity. And it's been a beautiful practice for me, especially because I was a very premature baby growing up. I didn't have great lung capacity. And I've probably had the best lung capacity in my life these past 5 years of having my own meditation practice too. And so I'm able to go for long walks. I'm able to have that physical activity. I'm able to, just travel more and not have to worry as much or stress as much. And it's been feeling really good in my body. So with breath work, you are increasing your lung capacity, which I think we all could use too, especially if we're going out to the store, we're going places and we're feeling a lot of stress. It oxygenates and enriches our blood, which we all could use. It's just beautiful. It's like a nice cleanse for our system, right? And that's what you feel at the end. You feel lighter and you feel rejuvenated. And granted, in breath work and in the private meditation sessions that I do, you can end up feeling really relaxed and want to sleep. You can feel renewed and rejuvenated. You can feel energized for your day, right? Because you're feeling recharged, and you have now taken that time for yourself and have that time to go in your day. So it's increasing your lung capacity. It is making your blood richer. It is helping to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of your fight or flight response. You're wanting to react. It is helping you to calm your nervous system and activate that sense of your mind and your body being connected. And it's also removing a lot of stuck air at the top of your lungs too. We talked about the lungs and how that can get a little overloaded with everything going on. And so it's removing that stuck air. And when you're breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth, especially, the longer your exhale is, the calmer you will feel. So we'll talk about a nice breathwork exercise, nice breathing exercise for bedtime, and what you can do so you can have that nice lull of feeling like ocean waves, or feeling like your body is ready to relax too. And so when I'm doing these breathwork sessions, as opposed to parent coaching sessions, where I'm very focused, right, on a parent's needs, you'll notice my voice is quieter, and it will subconsciously get lower and lower and lower to help you to relax, if that's the intention of your session. If you're needing something else, I always go over and ask a parent what their needs are, what their intention is for the session, how they want to feel, because not everybody wants to come and just relax for 30 minutes. They have other needs, other kinds of physical tension in the body. So we'll focus on, as I have here, a nice body scan, for a nice quick body scan that you can, take time to really relax the areas of the body that are needing that softening in your day too. And so those are some of the ways, with the science behind why breathwork is really, really effective and useful in taking care of your immune system, taking care of your health and your wellness too, besides the relaxing and the lovely self-care benefits as well.
Wow, really a lot of benefits. Thank you. Now, I know when I was introducing you, you do work a lot with essential oils. So how does that fit together with breathwork?
Essential oils are a really fun way to shift your mood. Having this aromatherapy that a lot of us use to relax, having different options for aromatherapy, it's a nice sensory activity with your olfactory system, your nose, and being able to really breathe in a scent that is connecting to your mind, and also at the same time having an impact on your body too, whether you want an invigorating mint or a brightening citrus oil, or something really relaxing like a floral for emotional support, or helping you to sleep too, if you want to go that deeply. But it's something that is, and I have a couple of notes here, it's something really fun with families too. A lot of parents, the children will see their mom or their dad or whomever using an oil, and they'll be interested in it because it's usually colorful too in a bottle, and they'll want to explore that sense of scent the way that they do with scents in the house with cooking and things like that too. And so it's really fun for kids to pick out their own scents, to learn about plants and Mother Nature, especially if you're somewhere where if you're in a city or somewhere where you can't easily access Mother Nature. I live here in the mountains, and we have tons of plants inside, which I recommend having a plant inside if you want to grow something to eat, or help with your carbon dioxide and your oxygen, breathing in that lovely Mother Nature too. But if you can't, having an essential oil is a nice concentrated, steam distilled form of plants or flowers or herbs or spices, where you're inhaling that scent, and it's just creating that sense of impact on you that feels really good to you. So just that action is a nice little mindful moment to you. And I also, by the way, I also love to talk about the emotional properties with parents. And so I have an emotions and essential oils book here, and a nice little wheel that talks about the positive and negative properties of specific oils and blends with doTerra, but they can be applicable to many other brands and companies as well. And so a lot of times, if you're really diving deep into essential oils, you're wanting to learn more about why you're attracted to this specific oil, why your body chemistry, it can vary from parent to child, why your body chemistry loves a particular oil or doesn't really like something. And we can dive into the positive and negative properties. And I'll share that with some of the oils that I have here in my a free PDF that I have on my website, a calming clarity guide with 4 breathwork and essential oil pairings. And I'll share the link to that later. But generally, with oils and breathwork, that's a lovely pairing, a really unique combination that I don't think I've seen with many people out there, but it's just a nice little added bonus to incorporate essential oils into your mindfulness practice.
That's wonderful. And is there an essential oil and a type of breath work to deal with helping our teams with remote learning?
With remote learning, okay. Well, I don't specifically.
Okay, that was
on.
Maybe not
have
a
that
joke.
on.
Maybe.
You know, maybe. No, well, I mean, to that, Jennifer, I'll say, well, you may need a separate parent coaching session for that too.
So,
but you know, I'm just looking around like, Jennifer, I have something, but no. I mean, there are definitely ones with releasing frustration if you are needing that, Jennifer, for yourself or for your child too, because I've worked with parents.
Asking for a friend.
Needing that too.
Asking for a friend, Aparna. Might be me. So you are going to share some techniques, some breathing techniques with us today. And are you going to pair them with an essential oil, or how would you like to share these techniques with us?
I will share them based off of what is written on the guide, and it has under each technique an oil pairing suggestion, and each one I generally give 1 or 2. And so I actually, by the way, I have this free, which one is it? Calming Clarity Guide here. It's a blue and pink one. It's a free download on my website. But with clients, I also have 4 other ones that we use that dive deeper into oil. So they have that reference point if they can print this out and put this on a fridge or screenshot it on their phone or whatever they need. And so I will be sharing, I will go through first what the technique is. I'll go through how it can help you, and an oil that you can use beforehand. You want to actually use the oil beforehand. If you want to inhale it or, you know, apply it to your body afterwards, then you can do that too. And you can, of course, with any of these, use a carrier oil, and that can be coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil doTerra has. It's a very thin oil that really absorbs into the skin and helps with massage, especially. You can use jojoba, grapeseed, argan oil, anything if you are allergic to nuts too. And so you can use high quality olive oil, anything that you feel comfortable putting on the skin. If you're nervous about an oil and using it, you can do 2 things. You can do one, using a toothpick, dipping it inside the bottle. Like I have a bottle of Balance here. You could take a nice little toothpick. I don't have a toothpick with me, but you know, a little pen, just kind of dipping it inside the bottle, and that'll give you a little bit less than a drop. And then you can put that on your hand. I recommend testing it on the inner elbow is a good place to test it. If you put it on the wrist, it'll go into the bloodstream a little faster. Same with the back of the neck and the bottoms of the feet. Those are good entry points for oils into the mind-body connection. But testing with, you want to double the ratio of 2 drops of carrier oil to 1 drop of oil. 2. So whatever you feel comfortable with. Testing that for 12 hours or more on your inner wrist and seeing if there's any sort of reaction. If you don't like the oil, you can simply take a little bit of your carrier oil, rub it on the area that you've applied already to test, and then wash off with soap and water, because oils and water don't always mix immediately. So that's the safest way, and you can use a paper towel to wipe that off too. But that's the safest way to test an oil and see if you like it, if your body likes it. But generally, some of these roller balls that I'll share with you are pre-diluted with oil, and so it makes it easier for you. They're at an effective ratio for you or for kids. There are kids oils too, and some of them I mentioned here. But that's the easiest way to use it. So yeah, so basically oil, you know, the breathwork technique, how it can help you, oil pairing, and then we'll go through it.
That's wonderful.
So,
okay,
if you are ready, Jennifer.
I'm ready. Woke up ready.
You woke up ready. Jennifer's been wanting to breathe all day.
Yes.
So we will go through actually one of the techniques that I share with clients first. And that's something I always want to go through just to recalibrate. and balance out. So feel free to this, and each of these will take just a minute or two. They won't be so long, but there'll be enough time for you to feel the effects and the impact too. So feel free to take a moment. If you are seated, sometimes others like to lay down, but feel free to try these out seated in your chair and get comfortable. And you can, I like to place a dominant hand on my heart and my non-dominant hand, the other one on the belly, so I can feel the belly rise and fall as I inhale and exhale. And that helps me to know that my body is breathing deeper and deeper and relaxing more. And so feel free to close your eyes if you'd like to. And so this is called a body scan. And this will help you to recalibrate and balance. And you can use a tree oil like frankincense, cedar wood, spruce, whatever you have on you, and just take a nice inhale to help you to feel calm and relaxed. And we will just, first off, I like to do a nice little inhale and exhale 4 seconds. So we'll do that once. And you can inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nice exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, and 4. And if you want to take a moment and just have a nice little visualization today of a nice, beautiful, whitish yellow light at the top of your head, the crown of your head, coming through like paint or ray of sunlight down through the top of your head, and just softening your forehead and letting go. And going down through the cheekbones, eyelids, the jaw. And really this area of the jaw is a nice place where you tend to get tense as a parent, as an adult too. And so just softening that is really lovely, especially if we've had a day where we haven't communicated as much when we're in front of screens or we've been stressed. So relaxing the neck, shoulder, letting things hang loose, and just letting yourself breathe naturally. And then going down through the heart area, that nice ray light, that nice sunlight, and letting it melt down through your belly. And then down through your hips, knees, and creating a nice little pool under you, under your feet, and where you're sitting. And a nice way to come out of this is to rub your hands together. Be really relaxing, I know. Rub your hands together. And take a nice inhale with your palms together. Take a nice inhale for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, and feel free to open your eyes when you are ready. It's a nice little body scan to recalibrate. How is that for you, Jennifer? Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep, Jennifer.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. And it didn't take long at all
like 2 minutes.
do that. Yeah. So we would be able to do that on our own.
Yeah.
At home, hand over the heart, one on the stomach.
On the stomach, yeah. Yeah, just any time that the fastest one that I share in one of my guides is the 4-second inhale and exhale. Mm-hmm. It's a good amount of time for you to take that pause and breathe into your body. And just take that moment too. Mm-hmm. I love doing that, especially when I'm meditating, praying in the morning. right before I start my day, taking that moment. And you can do this when you have a cup of coffee or you're in the shower or something like that. That's the only time that's available for you behind closed doors. And this is something that a child can do when they wake up. They're just sitting in bed, right? Mm-hmm. Taking that moment to, before you, honestly, before you have your thoughts for the day, before you check your phone and everything else, you can take that moment to connect back to your body. Mm-hmm. Really connect back to your body before your brain wants to take over and be the driver in the driver's seat. And so that is the body scan, and that is on a guide that I share with clients, but I'm happy to share that with you guys today too.
That's wonderful. That's the Calm and Clarity guide.
That is not from the Calm and Clarity guide. That is from the special guide that I use with clients too. That goes deeper into relaxing. So with the Calm and Clarity guide, we will go through those now. I wanted to just have that special body scan that I like to share with those who want that sense, that deeper sense of feeling like knowing what it can feel like to relax into your body too, especially for someone who hasn't taken the time to breathe and know what it means to breathe deeply into your body too. Just knowing the ways that you can visualize and guide yourself to relax your body too. Because so often, as I said, we tense up in the jaw.
Mm-hmm. I did notice that when you were saying that too. Yeah. And the tension, I think, just from sitting at the computer so much. Yeah. Doing all of our calls.
And so usually we're like, we're depending on if you're at eye level, most of us have to look down, or we're looking down at our phone. Mm-hmm. And so that can create that strain for us too, right? And so that overwhelm of information. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And so as I said, with that, you could use a tree oil like frankincense, anything that's going to help you feel that sense of relaxation, but not too relaxing, like lavender or magnolia or something that'll make you sleepy. Mm-hmm. And so it is creating that good sense of groundedness for you, which we want to have in these sessions. So with the Calm and Clarity guide, as I have here, we did the simple sequence of the 4 inhale, 4 exhale, which is right here. And with that, I said you could use black spruce, which is an oil, doTerra sources from Vancouver, that area. Mm. And so you could use Balance Blend that I have here, which has frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus flower, spruce, plain spruce. And you can use magnolia too. Magnolia is one of my favorite oils. It's the oil of compassion emotionally. So it's lovely to sleep. It has very similar linalool is the chemical constituent in both lavender and magnolia, but in different ways. And so it helps you to sleep. And we have big magnolia trees up there in our backyard. But it's just something where if you're needing emotional support, when parents come to me and they're needing that, their child's needing that, knowing that, you have that option. If you don't want a tree oil, if you want something more floral, you could use an oil like magnolia or rose or something like jasmine, something that's going to be connecting and helpful for you. So another one that I think you'll like right now, Jennifer, when we were talking about looking at screens, is our neck stretch. This is a beautiful one that obviously a lot of people, not just parents and families, can use too. This is something I learned many, many years ago from somebody, and it's lovely to find ways for me to adapt it to myself too. So basically you can take both hands, and actually, by the way, you can use this with frankincense, Balance Blend, Breathe Blend, or Aroma Touch, anything invigorating if you want that that sense of uplift to anything with mint, peppermint, spearmint, things like that too. So you can take both hands, clasp them together, and put them on the back of your neck and cup them there. So the tops of your hands are on the base of your neck, the nape of your neck. And so just let your head and neck relax into your hands. And you're going to take a couple seconds, 1, 2, 3, and roll to the side. Roll to the right side and then back to the center. And then roll to the left side. and back to the center. You can close your eyes if you want to do this. I generally like to because I want to focus on that sensation, but you can do this if you're having a bathroom break, you know, and you can bring your hands lower, down more towards your shoulders, and just having that nice little stretch. This is really great if you wake up and you've slept in a not great position too. And I don't have this on the guide, but it's just something I love to do. I like to clasp my hands back behind my body with my fingers will be face down like this. And just roll, doing a nice little roll forward and back. I recommend just one or two so you're not overworking yourself. You can do this in a chair. I generally do it standing up. I do it a lot before bed because I do all these actually before bed using all my oils. I mean, I don't do all 8 of these techniques, but I want to limber up my body before my day and before bed, especially so I can relax and chill. So that's a nice one. Yeah, if you are sore after sleep or you're feeling a lot of tension in your neck too. And obviously you can, take some time to just roll.
I think I'll definitely share that with the kids too, but they've been on the computer so much with their school
Yeah.
that I think that would really help them as well.
Yeah, to take that time and just put your phone down, your screen down, computer down, and actually just doing that too.
Nice.
Gives you that nice pause.
That felt great.
And so thank you. Which one would you like to do next? Would you like to do one for focus or one for sleep?
Ooh, let's do focus.
Okay. I know Jennifer loves doing breathing techniques for focus. So you can pair this one with, we have a blend here called In Tune. And this is the focus blend for adults from doTerra. And there's one called Thinker for kids from the kids collection too. It has Indian sandalwood, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang ylang flower, Hawaiian sandalwood, and Roman chamomile. The most potent parts of that blend are the lime and the sandalwood. So with being in tune, with finding focus, you want something and Thinker actually has clementine, vetiver, peppermint, and rosemary. Rosemary is a beautiful oil for focus if you have that growing or if you have that oil as well too. It's a lot for mental focus. It really stimulates your mind. And so having focus, you want to have an oil that's uplifting and invigorating and it'll wake you up, right? If you want that mental focus, or if you are having that brain fog, or if you've got a lot of thoughts and need to calm down too. And I have a blog on my website, beautyinparenting.com, that talks about In Tune versus Thinker and the ways that you can use those two, because I work with a lot of parents whose children or themselves want more focus in their day, in their lives too. So you can place a drop or roll a drop onto your palms. If you don't have an oil, that's okay. You could actually, if you don't have oils, or if you, haven't had them yet, I send samples worldwide to families. You can also purchase them through the links on my website. You can also have a cup of tea. You can have a fruit nearby. You could have, some sort of scent nearby that's helpful to you. So you can take an inhale. And this is a really nice way to get that scent directly into your olfactory system. A lot of times when we smell something out of the bottle versus putting it on our skin, it may smell different because it's absorbing into our body chemistry. And taking an inhale or putting it on your wrists, the back of your neck, or just in your hand if you want to do that. And taking a nice inhale. So you'll want to really take a moment to, and I do recommend closing your eyes for this, and please, as a disclaimer, don't do any of these while you're driving. You don't want to do that. Not that you're going much anywhere right now. You don't want to do that. So just take a nice little inhale and cup your hands over your nose, and I didn't say over your eyes because it can be too intense. So over the nose, and this is something you can show your children too. Just taking a nice little inhale for 4 seconds. And really closing your eyes to feel the impact of the scent. And exhaling. And then one more time, taking a nice little inhale through the nose. And you can visualize it really going and traveling up into your mind. And taking the color of whatever bottle, whatever oil you've used, whatever colors in your mind, and just imagining as you exhale that color melting down into your body too, to invigorate you, to have more focus. You feel focused and that impact. And so we'll take one more nice inhale. And I recommend doing this 3 times because you don't want to get too relaxed mentally if you are wanting focus, right? Good thing you didn't fall asleep, Jennifer.
That was not the sleeping one.
Not the sleeping one that will do that.
No, but I do feel relaxed.
Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah, so with focus, you're feeling a sense of groundedness, but you're feeling a sense of uplift too. And so a lot of times this is a fun one where you could use new oils too, because your mind is like, wow, this is like creatively, this is a new scent. I haven't smelled it before. It's gonna, just like my mind's going to open up and really enjoy that. So I do recommend, as I said, a citrus oil with any kind of mint oil or anything, like even jasmine is a beautiful exotic floral that has the duality of being both relaxing and very uplifting, very nice perfume scent. You could do a spice like a cinnamon, something like that too. Whatever you feel is best for you. But yeah, if you're wanting that mental focus, that's a really good, easy, especially in the mornings if you have a long day, if it's early in the morning and you're having a commute, having to go somewhere, waking yourself up too. You could do that with like a coffee bean or your morning coffee too, if that's a scent that's going to help you out as well. But we love the oils for having those properties too.
Yeah, I can see a real benefit with having different scents all over.
Scents,
I imagine, I picture you in your life, and you have probably these essential oils and roller balls all over the place. Do you, for different purposes?
I do, for different purposes. I have them for cleaning, for different sprays. We have the roller balls. My mom has some in her room. She loves eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is Australian eucalyptus especially is beautiful. It's really invigorating, and it helps you a lot with your immune support too. Anything that you like. I mean, she uses eucalyptus a lot. I don't use it as much. I use it within a blend too. So we have that option. She has in a little tiny sample bottle too that she can mix in with other blends too, whenever she's wanting to get creative and do that. So on my Common Clarity guide, I have a couple of little important fun tips, and that's down here at the bottom. One is to, remember to play and have fun with your self-care. So these breathwork exercises that I'm sharing, they are relaxing, but they're for you to help inspire yourself and your family as well too. So, you can lighten the mood and out of a stuck, frustrating day. Try a new oil color, create a funny song with it. I've spent so much time with parents who have toddlers, the 2-3-year-olds. They love to, especially with doTerra's kit collection, but even if you have a variety of oils with different colors, name a plant, show them on the internet or print out pictures of what this plant looks like, what a flower looks like, and just, remind yourself of the ways that you can honor Mother Nature and the ways that you can honor what you're taking the time to use in your day too. And a couple of communication phrases that I think a lot of parents are loving to use after these and to go along with the exercises are, saying phrases in a kind tone, in a warm tone of, I really appreciated that. Saying things like, I'm grateful for X, Y, and Z. Thank you. Saying please more. Just when you're in that relaxed state of mind, when you're in that more balanced state of mind, you're able to express yourself and tap into your heart space more. too. And so that's the deeper overarching purpose of why I'm working with families and helping them to stay heart-centered, really, truly. So I just want to share, those are some of the other things that you can find on the Common Clarity Guide. So it's beautiful to have that up on your wall, or in your fridge, anywhere that you can be reminded of the ways that you can be more mindful and loving with your family, and choose to respond to. And so our last one, Jennifer, are you ready?
I am ready.
You ready? You still awake?
I'm here.
is our sleepy time one. So this is something where you can, if you're watching this video, you can take a moment to pause, get comfortable. You can lay down if you want to, or simply just find a comfortable space like a sofa, a couch, anywhere. Again, don't do this while you are driving or getting ready to drive. So this is the sleepy time exercise. You can pair this with magnolia or lavender, anything that's going to, frankincense, anything that's going to help you relax. I have actually this blend that I love to use that I don't mention in the guides, but the Peace blend from doTerra has spearmint, lavender, vetiver. And I've talked with Jennifer before about vetiver. Vetiver is a root oil. It helps us to feel that deep sense of grounding. So if you're wanting that deeper rest and sleep at night, if you're wanting that deeper focus, it's a really dual purpose oil and root, V-E-T-I-V-E-R, V as in violin. And it's something that you can find in a lot of blends or on its own, but it's really nice for helping children especially to relax too. If you use a carrier oil, you can, inhale it or use it in a diffuser, or on the back of your neck or the bottoms of your feet, or even the tops of your feet, to just ground and feel that sense of balance. So if you're laying in bed, we can do this closing our eyes for a second. I won't do this for too many inhales or exhales because I don't want anyone to fall asleep, but unless you want to, but you can keep practicing it. You can turn off the video. You can turn off the video, Jennifer, and you can keep practicing this. Have a nice nap. This is actually nice if you want to have a power nap. That happens to me here and there, but if I'm having a day where I just didn't sleep, and I talked about this with you before earlier this week, where I had a day where I didn't get much sleep the night before, and I needed a nap because I couldn't focus as much. And so I really advocate for listening to what your body needs if you can. If you're having that mid-afternoon slump, taking a little nap if you can. Or letting your child rest too, if you feel like they are worn out or wound up or just need that time. So feel free to put a hand on the heart. I love doing this one when I'm laying down, pillow there, blanket over me. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And you can change it up, whatever feels best to you too. We're going to inhale for 4 seconds through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to hold for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We can do this one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And notice your belly inhaling and exhaling like an ocean wave. Hold for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And so if you are about to go to sleep, feel free to turn off this video or keep practicing this, but Jennifer and I will bring ourselves back through rubbing our hands together. Nice and slow. You can keep the eyes closed for a second. Cupping the hands over the nose and mouth. Taking a nice inhale, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. And when you're ready, feel free to open your eyes. And that's a beautiful one where you are inhaling as we normally do. You are holding it for 7 seconds to interrupt that pattern and to really focus on the breath. And you are exhaling slowly through the mouth or nose, whatever works for you, but through the mouth, letting that air out for 8 seconds. And I recommend on here to do that for 4 rounds to help you sleep well. And you're just really taking that time at night when you are sleeping and your, lights are dim or lights are off or whatnot too, and you off and you are focusing on the depth of your body. So you can take that time to fall into a deeply relaxing state when you're sleeping too. And so then you can feel more recharged in the morning. And I highly value, notice I work with parents when we talk about these things in these meditation sessions or even parent coaching sessions of the quality of sleep, the depth of the sleep, and also the length too, and finding what works best for you. For some people, it's 6 hours of deep quality sleep. For some people, it's 8 hours, and others, it can be a shorter time and then napping, having a nap each day too. So whatever works best for you. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today, Jennifer, about the power of breath work and how fun and easy and accessible it can be for you, and the ways that you can take the time to just find moments in your day to practice it at home with yourself, or show your child too how they can take that time to pause. Just take that time to pause. If they're feeling frustrated, take that time to tap on their jaws if they're feeling that sense of stress, anger, anything that's going on with them too. Tapping on your forehead if you're just really frustrated the whole day too, or even on your heart if you're going through a lot too, is a really lovely area too.
Well, that was a lot of great information, Aparna, and things that I'll definitely be implementing. And every time you were talking about one of the essential oils too, I'm like, oh, I got to try that one. I've never tried that one. And then I'm like, oh, I want those scents now. It's almost like you're describing a beautiful meal, and all of a sudden I'm hungry. But the essential oils, I can just see the benefit of having different scents for different purposes. And then also helping our kids with these breathing techniques as well, and sharing the scents with them. So I know in your practice, you work both with parents and families. So how does that work when they're working with you one-on-one? What does a session look like if they were to connect with you and say, okay, Aparna, I would like a self-care session. What would you do with them?
Well, first of all, by the way, I wanted to share just really quickly one oil that I didn't mention with you that is actually on the other guide, the other PDF guide that I use in sessions that I'll just talk about in a second. But this is cardamom oil. If you haven't tried cardamom pod oil, it's a beautiful, generally an Indian Middle Eastern scent. It can also be from Guatemala, which is where doTerra sometimes sources theirs from. It's an oil of objectivity. And so if you're feeling a lot of frustration, this is a beautiful one where it helps you to think clearly and see clearly. And so a lot of spice oils, a lot of really very clean mint type oils too can help you with this as well. So I just wanted to share that because it's a beautiful like inner child comforting childhood scent for me. We used to make carrot Indian halwa desserts with cardamom. So the minute I got this a couple of years ago, I was like, wow, this really resonates for me too. So I just wanted to share that because a lot of parents are really intrigued. Either they know about cardamom or they have heard of it and they want to try it as well too. So in these self-care sessions that I do with parents, I do have parent coaching where I work with parents who have babies, toddlers, and teenagers. And we work on things like communication, self-care, stress relief, and finding fun, creative sensory activities while you're needing that sense of comfort and regulation for yourself and for your family too. And anything that's going to help you to connect back to yourself and feel a lot more joy in life is a huge way for me to help families to remind themselves of the ways that they can feel empowered too, both mentally and physically, and connected as well. And so with meditation / breathwork sessions, I combine them based on whatever someone's needing. Sometimes they need a 5-minute guided meditation, visualization meditation, and also to use a couple of breathwork techniques, or they just need something really deep and relaxing too. I do these through phone or video worldwide with families, and sometimes it's the parents, sometimes it's the whole family or parent and child who want more information, and they can be anywhere. The breathwork meditation sessions can be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour. Generally, a single session is 45 minutes, so I can get to know you, and we can really dive deep on what you're needing and I can provide you with a variety of techniques for what's going on so that you feel prepared for the next session or for whatever's happening in your life. With a package of sessions, I generally do a package of 3 that are either 30 minutes or an hour, and I have extra email messaging support for you in between that, so that if you have questions, if they come up on what oil to use, what can I use right now, what technique can I use right now, I'm there to help you and assist you on that. With parent coaching, it is a 30-minute or a 1-hour session, and again, it's through phone or video, and we go over the ways that you can find some solutions, and it's much more forward thinking too. So the mindfulness sessions are very present thinking. The parent coaching is much more forward thinking too, and I'm providing you with action steps and ways that you can help your family out right now too. And so those always come, the parent coaching sessions, with an emailed summary that focuses on what we went over in each session, focuses on your strengths, and gives you tips on what you can use between now and your next session too. So you're always feeling a sense of support and a reference point to come back on where we have touched upon within each session too. As I know, parents, they come really stressed in a session, they just want those solutions, and by the time they finish, sometimes they can't remember everything that we went over. So I'm happy to be there and support you and help you to have that both written and verbal way of being able to communicate with me and take away from your session, so you feel confident and empowered and lighter, more relaxed, whatever you're needing, and you feel really overwhelmed with the sense of connection to being able to help your family now, or help yourself out now too as a parent, as you really deserve it. You really deserve it.
Thank you so much, Aparna. I do absolutely feel lighter now.
Yeah.
And I want to direct everyone to what they should do first to connect with you. So should they download the free Common Clarity Guide? What's the next step for us?
The next step, well, if you're watching this session and you want more information, the Common Clarity Guide is the best way if you're wanting to incorporate mindfulness into your life right now. And so that's so Jennifer will probably put this in the in the notes of this video, but that is at bit.ly/confident-parent, one word with the C and the P capitalized. It's also available to download through beautyinparenting.com, the name of my website and my company. You can also email me at hello@beautyandparenting.com, or just, find me on social media at Beauty and Parenting as well. Do whatever works best for you. You can also schedule a free 30-minute consultation or session with me where I can really hear your needs and what you are needing support on right now. And you can walk away with one tip, one action that can help you right now too. And so that's where we create some sense of a plan of the ways that I can help you and support you further, so you can feel confident and feel really excited about the ways that you can help your family, both in the short term and the long term too.
Yeah, I love that you offer that free 30 minutes because, then you, instead of having, cookie cutter, here's what you offer, it sounds to me like you really get to know the parent and the family, and then
I get to know who they are and what they need and their energy, and their environment and what's going on in their life wherever they are in the world, because it varies from family to family, right?
That is so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all of your goodness with us today, Aparna. I will add the links below to Beauty and Parenting, and also for that free Common Clarity guide, the bit.ly/confident parent, but I'll make sure to have that in all the notes. And then definitely, please, I've known Aparna for quite some time now, and take her up on that free 30 minutes and just get to know her, because she can create that calm out of the chaos that I know a lot of us are feeling right now. And even that one stretch, my shoulders completely feel great. The breathing, I know I have a lot
posture.
to do. The posture, right? I should be sitting up straight, right?
Right.
But it does feel a lot better. And I just want to really thank you for your time and going through all the essential oils too that are new to a lot of us, and just telling us about how to pair them with the breathing work. So thank you for everything, Aparna, and I hope that you have lots of parents connecting and speaking with you soon.
Yeah, I am so honored to be able to do this and share about the things that I love and the things that I love to practice for myself and help families with. And I'll be sure to definitely I can guarantee that you'll at least probably laugh or have a little chuckle anytime that we meet in a consultation or a session too. I love just building that sense of rapport and connection with families too. It's a really beautiful thing. So thank you so much again for having me.
That's wonderful. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.
Bye.